beautiful souls. Welcome to the Angels and Awakening podcast. I'm your host and author, Julie Jancius. Friend, if you're anything like me, you didn't choose your spiritual awakening. It chose you. In 2015, I started hearing from my dad a month before I was told he had passed away. I worked with world-renowned healers to develop my gifts and piece together what was happening within me as I awakened spiritually. If you're listening to this podcast, friend, it's because your angels and loved ones in heaven led you here, because you're awakening too. Now, as much as your egoic mind would like it to be all over quickly, awakening spiritually, it isn't an event. You cannot go to one course or event and expect to know all there is to know about your spiritual health. And friend, that's what this all boils down to. To awaken spiritually is to become spiritually healthy. Your spiritual health is just as important as your physical health and emotional health. In fact, your spiritual health is the foundation on which everything else in your life is built upon. Your purpose in this life, your relationships, communicating with the other side, the energy in which you move through each day with ease and joy, your outlook on life. It's all built upon your spiritual health. And if your spiritual health is wobbly, everything else in your life can feel wobbly too. To become spiritually healthy requires an investment of your time and energy. Just like your physical health requires your time to eat healthy and move your body, and your emotional health requires your time to meet with a counselor regularly, your spiritual health requires a little bit of your time every day to learn skills and foundational principles that lead you to build a new world for yourself. A life filled with joy and peace. A life where you clearly understand why your soul is here and what you need to do to fulfill your purpose in this lifetime. And a life where you step into your power as a creator with confidence to manifest the relationships, abundance, freedom, and life that aligns with your soul. Now, you can absolutely spend years like I did trying to piece everything together by yourself. Or you can invest in your spiritual health by joining my Angel membership program, in which I've channeled 12 courses from the angels that walk you through every facet of your spiritual awakening. In 2022, my Angel membership is focused on building community by connecting you with other women who want to talk about angels, signs, and communicating with the other side. A community of women who could become your lifelong friends. In addition, each month in 2022, there will be a new live workshop, 2 small group meetings, and a live healing circle. Friend, I want to help you step into your power as the soul God sent you here to be. But I can't help you unless I'm coaching you, and I can't coach you unless you're in my Angel membership program. If you'd like to learn more, message me on Instagram or book a free call to get all of your questions answered. Book your call on my website, theangelmedium.com, under the Angel Membership tab. When you register for the Angel Membership this month, I'll enter you into a drawing to win a free session with me. And I should mention that right now, being an annual Angel member is the only thing that guarantees you the ability to book a paid session with me. Friends, this next year is going to be your best year yet. And I'm so excited for all the good that is coming your way. Stay tuned at the end of this podcast to hear how you can get the Angel membership for just $800 for the entire year, and a new meditation connecting you with messages from your loved ones in heaven. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Angels and Awakening podcast. I'm your host, Julie Jancis, and today we are here with a very special guest, April, a part of our community for a very long time, and she has some beautiful angel stories to share with us today. April, thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to let you take it away and share your story.
All right. Thank you so much. Here's my story. Actually, in the months leading up to this particular moment of awakening, I had been increasingly more angry and stressed. I was teaching during the pandemic. Still am. I had a second job, early mornings and late nights. And in addition to this stress, I was really allowing people outside of my immediate family and friends to steal my joy just every single day. I've always been fairly optimistic. I was a single mom for a long time, and I survived violence, abuse, and heartbreak, all while pushing through and white knuckling my life. I believe myself to be kind-natured and positive, but the several months to a year leading up to this encounter had just been really difficult, and I was just angry a lot. I was frustrated with both my jobs, my husband, easily frustrated with my kids. I was crying a lot, quick to anger. I was almost to my breaking point. I often to myself asked if this was it. My whole adult life had been just really, really hard, like really hard. And I just thought, is this it? And if this is it, then what's the point? Like, what is the point? I was almost certain there was none. I'm not saying I was ready to give up, but I could see how my thoughts could move in that direction before I ever knew what happened. In addition to my increasing stress and anger, my 3-year-old had started talking more frequently about the people in our home that I definitely could not see. They would wake her up calling her name. She had more and more dreams about her visits to heaven, etc. I didn't necessarily believe her, but how could I not believe her? My husband and his dad have always had a gift of seeing energies and other things, but I do not. Well, I did not. And this all just really exacerbated my anxieties. The unknown was literally driving me crazy. So all of these worries and stresses came to a head one night when I went out to dinner with my family. I had asked my dad if the story he told me about his teenagers was true. A little boy who he had spent a lot of time with had drowned and then visited him while he was asleep one night. You see, my dad only told me that story one time, but I had never forgotten the just deep devastation in his voice when he told me so many years ago. He grew up Catholic, but after that moment, he turned away from God. He was really angry. So God wasn't really in our home growing up. But at this point, I really had to know. I was searching for validation. If he believes that this little boy's soul visited him, my dad, the strength of my being, right? If he believed it, then maybe I could believe that my daughter's visitors were really there and that there's really more than just this that I was in right now, because this wasn't working for me. My dad reminded me then that, yes, this boy did visit him. So I took a deep breath and I went home that night with a heavy heart. I was alone with my thoughts, and it was on my mind just the whole night. I didn't share anything with my husband. I just had no idea what to do or how to move forward to make my life any better and to be better for my family. As I lay in bed that night, almost asleep, a kind of like, and this is going to sound really crazy, but a kind of walkie-talkie crackling noise filled my ear. And over the static, I clearly heard a man's voice. And he said, "I am Michael, the Archangel. I am here with you." And it's going to make me tear up just talking about it. "I am here with you, and I have never left you." He said another few sentences, but honestly, I was so stunned, I couldn't possibly tell you what those sentences were. Just as quickly as the sound came on, I cut it off like a radio. I wasn't necessarily scared, but I was definitely in shock. I reached over and I woke my husband up to tell him, knowing for a fact that he would think I was going nuts. And his response was, "That's incredible. What a blessing." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that man, y'all, he's a gift from God. His words gave me so much peace. And if he had told me that I was crazy at that point, I most likely would have believed him. I absolutely would have believed him. And then I wouldn't be on the journey I am on today. For the next hour or so, I really couldn't sleep. My heart was heavy. I'm sorry, my heart was heavy still, but my ear was heavy. Like I had an AirPod in it. It kind of tingled. It was interesting. Just really the oddest feeling, because I was trying to rationalize it and say that it wasn't true, but then I still felt it. It was interesting. And I wasn't so much questioning the experience at that time, but rather I had this like deep longing for it just to come back. You know, I just wanted him to, if it was real, come back. I'm sorry I cut you off. Come back, you know? So I finally fell asleep, not sure how, woke up early the next morning. And I still felt like I had somehow dreamt the whole thing up, and surely it wasn't real. So my high and mighty self said out loud, okay, Archangel Michael, if it was really you, then I'm going to need you to prove it. And boy, did he. I walked out of my house to go, I think we were going to dance or something with my daughter. And I walked out of my house to my car, and there was a feather next to my car, just randomly there. Okay, maybe it was a coincidence. I thought, again, high and mighty self. Okay, but you're going to have to do better than that, because I am a hard sell. So we left the house, and on the car ride to my daughter's dance class, the number 11 was on the truck next to me, 11 on the mailboxes, 11:11 on the clock, license plates. And I mean, one after the next, 11:11 was everywhere. I was literally in shock, and I began to cry. I cried out loud with my sweet daughter in the car. She was probably like, what's going on? But I just cried out loud. Okay, what then are you trying to tell me? Because I don't know. I just didn't know what to think at that moment. And at that second, my car radio switched to that song by Lauren Daigle, Look Up, Child. And I lost it. Driving down the country road, lost it. And I don't know. I was just knocked to my knees. You know, I just couldn't fathom that anybody would be looking at me or looking out for me or want to be, you know, I just couldn't. And then I just thought, who am I to be given such a gift? Why me? What do I do with this now? And I had just a huge wave of emotions. I had already been listening to your Angels and Awakening podcast at this time for about a month or so, which I'm now confident is not by chance. So I dove further into angel numbers, which I still see every day, all the time. I joined the angel membership and have learned so much, even in just a few months. And when you said the angels will quite literally hit you over the head with that and with what they're trying to tell you, you were not joking. It cannot get any clearer than a direct radio connection, walkie-talkie chat with Archangel Michael. My human self still tries to test this every single day because my egoic mind is still trying to be the boss. But every time I ask, I receive. For example, a little bit after that, I had prayed, okay, so I see double angel numbers all the time. So hit me with a triple. And at that point, I pulled into my daughter's daycare. And the second I stopped the car and stepped out, the license plate in front of me read 222. And I was like, okay, that's a triple. Thank you. A little while after that, I had gotten into my car, sat down, and a feather fell from somewhere down onto my steering wheel. And then this ladybug literally starts attacking me in my car still. I'm sitting there and it's like flying around my face. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. I had prayed one morning, again, just so much prayer, obviously, one morning for a big, big sign. And I got an email later in that afternoon that I'd been accepted as a volunteer for a session with a student in the Angel Reiki school. And I was so pumped. It was amazing. That has since happened. And it really propelled me, 100% into where I am right now. I can't help but just fall on my knees, like it just is so beautiful to know, like you say, know, like I know that I'm not alone. And to know this has brought such a peace that only God and my angels knew that I needed. I feel loved. I feel seen. And it has moved through my whole life, my home, my work, everywhere, even in such a small period of time. I think back on this, it's been a couple months now, but if anyone listening to the story could get one takeaway, it is just that they are not alone. There's my getting teary again. You just will never, ever be alone. I think as a mom, and a wife, and just, you have so much on you. You just feel alone sometimes. And, you're just never alone. You have a whole team, like an entire team walking beside you and cheering you on. And even bigger than that, your soul has true purpose here. Nothing is a mistake. Nothing is by accident. And like I said, it's been a few months now since my awakening experience. And in this time, I have learned that God gifted my soul with the ability to help and love others in ways I could never, ever have imagined. I have learned I'm a medium, and I can connect souls here on earth with their loved ones who have passed. I've spent a great deal of time learning to work alongside my angels and my guides to give back and help others in the most beautiful way. Not only do I feel seen and known, I now understand just why my soul chose to come here and have the experiences that I've had. I'm able to relate to others and provide empathy and compassion. And I feel like my journey is just beginning, and I'm so, so grateful. And I'm so grateful for you for listening to my story.
Yay! Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. So there's a lot of people, April, listening who are at that point that you were at the beginning. Because if you go back to the energy of the very beginning, when you were talking about that frustration and that stress and that anxiety, and really not seeing the signs yet for what they were from the other side, it's a very different way of living your everyday life than the energy that you're living in today. And I'm not saying that one's right and one's wrong, but I do believe that at some point we have this decision to do our work, to wake up or to not. And so what I want you to talk about for a second is, can you describe what the energy's like that you live in now? Like, what are the vibrations what are the results of doing this work and how it's shown up in your everyday life now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad you asked that, because that's really been just really the biggest change. I mean, knowing gifts and things that have come about and the people I've met, all of this is a change. But like you said, the energy, just the raising of my own vibration has stretched out to my kids. I still get frustrated, and I still, have things that are happening and stresses and things, but I'm able to take a moment and say, okay, deep breaths, it's going to be good. And even my husband, he's like, okay, so let's just take a breath together, and it's just gone through everything like I said, I'm a teacher too. And in my classroom, I'm less frustrated with the ever increasing craziness of teaching. I'm able to just be calm and spread love and compassion that I didn't even know I had. I feel like my tank was so dang empty, and now I'm not even filling it myself. It's just filling, and it's full. And I feel like I have so much to give, where before I didn't. I can just take a moment, take a breath, be grateful, and really, honestly, like I said, with the team that I have around me, just ask for help. Can you please fill me up? Because I can't do this by myself right now. And then that's every day.
Yeah. I love that. That's so awesome.
Nothing's by chance, obviously. And when this happened, I feel like my angels came to me. Archangel Michael came to me specifically first, because he knew that's what I needed first. I know other people's awakenings are so, so different and unique. But with the angel membership, I was already, I joined. I talked to you about joining, and I joined, and I was able to then learn about my angels and, just who is around me, what angels have, what purpose. And, like I said, I'm learning about my mediumship abilities. And part of that is me saying, hey, Sandalfun, open the door. Let's open the door. And I would have never known who that was to begin with,
Yes.
And that's in my daily prayer, my daily opening, like, let's do this, let's connect. And he is there with me. And, Serafina, they come through when I'm doing exchanges with other people, other mediums, they come through and tell me that they're with me. And I, again, would have never known if I hadn't studied and done the work and connected with the community. Yeah. That's just the biggest, it's really just that the resources.
So you had that like aha moment and that like epiphany of what I've been saying all along, which is you can't get to know them all at once. You have to understand that one's going to step in at a time and you get to know that angel, and then they're going to step back. Another angel's going to step forward and you're going to get to know them, because isn't it so much easier? Like you got to know Archangel Michael for a while. He stepped back, but then let's say Archangel Serafina stepped forward next for you and you started working with her. When Archangel Michael pops his head in, his energy. So you knew, and then it's not hard to differentiate. But when you take that time, and that's all in the book, Angels and Awakening, that you can read too about everybody who's on your spirit team. By the end, I have a worksheet page where everybody can go in and fill out information about all the angels that are on their team and just know how they're working with you. So it's so much fun. And I know that we call it work, but this is the fun work, right? Like this is the exciting, the passionate, just inspirational. It's not really work. It's just fun action.
It is. And it's like, you're right. It's not even like studying or any, I have the book and I can say, I know she said there was this angel that could help with my, my migraines. Who was it again? And I can go and look it up and call on that. And I can use this information and, learn it and share it. I had a friend recently who was like, I cannot get rid of a headache. And I was like, hey, I know someone who might be able to help you. And she was like, okay, please. Yes, tell me. And so I told her and I walked her through, an exercise that you had given us about asking, and in any case, it helped her a lot. And so I was able to share that information. And every night I pray for Michael to help me rest. And he's always there. The second I say, please just wrap your arms around me, please help me sleep and calm my mind. And I feel it, wrap around me and I'm calm. And it's beautiful.
You know what Archangel Michael said to me the other day in meditation? And I was like, wow, that is a really good way to phrase this. It's, how people say the angels are always helping you, but they can help you so much more when you ask them. I have a lot of people look at me like I've got two heads when I say that. And I think that they question it a lot because they're like, but they're always helping. And Archangel Michael said to describe it like this. So you're a mom. I'm a mom. And we're always thinking about our kids. We're always wanting the best for our kids in our conversations where we can while they're at school. We're doing things for them. But when they come to us and they say, Mom, I need this for school. Can we run out to Target? Or Mom, this has been coming up in my head. Help me work through this. Or Mom, I've got this question. We stop what we're doing. We turn to them. We get down on their level and we connect and we help bring to them whatever it is that they need in that moment. And so Archangel Michael said, it's like that with the angels and us, kind of in that parent relationship. They're always looking out for us. They're always thinking about us. They're always helping us. They're always working things behind the scenes in our favor. But when our intention and attention goes to them directly and says, hey guys, hey ladies, angels, I need your help with this, they turn and they stop and their energy is just so present with you and it's so palpable. And it makes a way for them to come in with this force and just bring whatever you need to you. And so that's the energy of working with the angels. That's also the energy of prayer, of intent, right? Intent energy drives so much. So I just thought I'd share that because your conversation just kind of made an opening for that.
It's so true what you said. I mean, I always just, I guess, envision in my mind exactly what you said. If I say, Serafina, you said you would be here with me, during meditation. Can you come closer to me? And I envision it, but I also can feel it. I mean, I just feel this, I'm right here, girl. I'm right here with you, and with Michael, like I said, at night, I always ask for protection for my home. And I imagine him just like, oh yeah, hey, right here. I'm right here with you. And it's never like, I'm like, hello, Michael, come to me. It's never that way. It is always immediate. It's wonderful.
It is. And you know what? It's fascinating because it doesn't, going back to your point before about like relationships and life, it doesn't stop us from having challenges in our everyday life. But my goodness, you're able to show up in a healthier way and present things in a healthier way to people instead of snapping and being like, WTF, like, why isn't this done? And blowing up or just like getting frustrated to the nth degree. You're able to go in and have a direct conversation. And your angels really teach a lot of this too, which is just so fun to work with them on it. But I'm just so excited for everybody listening because the benefits in your everyday life are just, it's life changing. It's a completely different life. What do they call that? Like 180?
Total 180. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You're the same person and things are the same and your stresses are the same and your life is the same, except everything is different.
Yeah.
Everything is different. It's magical, really. I don't know what else to say about it other than it's just so beautiful and magical. It's wonderful. I could never even imagine going backwards. I just could never imagine that. It's wonderful.
Yeah. What's interesting is we're going to be doing in January manifestation and co-creation, and people can either take that course through the Angel membership if they're signed up, or they can just sign up separately for that course alone. But that's what they have me. So I'm writing here in November a ton of that content for January. And I've just been sitting, which is why I didn't do my makeup today, just sitting and channeling information out. And it's funny because I've done this course before and they shook their head and they said, no, you can't use that again. You have to bring through all new information because the time has shifted. So this is different too, April. If you go into the energy of the entire planet, right? There were huge energetic shifts. There's little energetic shifts all the time. There was huge energetic shifts in 2011, right? And so people who wrote things before 2011 weren't in the energy that we're in today. And they were writing from the old paradigm. And so now what's happening is there's new things that are coming out kind of with maybe old things that have been said, but they're being said in new ways. And as people are writing, the angels are channeling more through them to take humanity deeper. And so as I've been writing, what they've been saying is it's time to teach this in a whole new way. Because what ends up happening is if people don't stick with a spiritual practice, it's very easy for people to shift back into their old energy, even if they've gone through a spiritual awakening. And so think about it like this. You could, like when you learn how to read, another person cannot take that away from you. You can never unteach or unlearn how to read. You always have that skill. Spiritual awakening is not that way. It's an energy that you from your free will, decide to step into. And if you're not going to continue to bask in that energy and do things to keep yourself in that energy, you're going to step out of oneness. Just like brushing your teeth, Archangel Michael just said, you know, if you brush your teeth, you go to the dentist, you're in the no cavity club. But then you stop brushing your teeth, right? And you go in, you got all these cavities. It's not something that you just get to give up on. And so what we're going to be really incorporating a lot into this manifestation co-creation course in January is how you take your spiritual practice and use it as a foundation to drive the energy of your entire life. And in driving the energy of your entire life, you drive what comes into your life and the way that you're building the life that you truly want to be living. So I'm really excited about that. But I thought I'd share because it kind of fits exactly with what we're talking about today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. That sounds exciting.
Yay. April, you're such a blessing. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your story.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor. Thank you.
Friends, if you want to take that manifestation co-creation course, you can hop on over to the website, theangelmedium.com, and you can become a part of the Angel membership, in which that course is included, or you can take the course separately. Thank you so much for being here. Open up your hearts to all of the unexpected blessings that your angels are trying to bring into your life right now. Friend, I'm going to explain to you how you can get the Angel membership for only $800 for the entire year. But first, we have a few open slots in the upcoming Angel Reiki School for those who want to develop their ability to bring through messages from the other side. You can register for that on my website. Also, you can help support this podcast by purchasing my new book, also called Angels and Awakening. Leave a 5-star positive review and I'll enter you into a drawing to win a free session with me. This month's winner is Jody H. Okay, so here's how you can get the Angel membership for $800 for the whole year. When you refer 2 new people to register for the annual Angel membership by February 2nd, I'm giving you an entire year of the Angel membership for free, which saves you $1,200. That means 3 people receive an entire year of the Angel membership for only $2,400. Here's where this gets fun. I know a few people who are splitting the savings with their friends so that each of the 3 people only pays $800 for the entire year of the Angel membership. And if you break down the numbers, that's like only paying $67 a month, which is crazy. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, Julie, can we have this offer but only pay monthly? The answer to that is no, because of the high administrative costs I incur when processing monthly transactions. But the exciting news is that when you pay for the entire year up front, you and 2 friends could have the entire year of the Angel membership for only $800 each. When you do, you'll have immediate access to 11 previous courses, the new December 2021 course, Deepening Your Connection with Your Loved Ones in Heaven, the new January 2022 course of Manifestation and Co-Creation. You'll also get new live events almost every week, including workshops, group healings, small events with me, in which I give a lot of mini readings, and annual members, they're the only people who have access to book a paid session with me in 2022. Okay, here's the fine print. To get this offer, you must sign up by February 2nd, 2022. And your 2 friends who sign up must be new to the Angel membership program. You can't just find 2 people who have already been in the Angel membership. These have to be 2 new people who've never been in the program before. To get this deal, have your 2 friends buy the Angel Membership annual plan for $1,200 each on my website and make sure that they list your name as the referral. Then email us the full names of both of your friends at juliejancis@gmail.com to let us know they've signed up. And what we'll do is go in and set up your free account. Then you can pay your 2 friends $400 each so that they save too. Again, this does not apply to those who pay monthly. And if you've already paid for your 2022 membership in full, but find 2 people to sign up, email us and we'll refund you. Want more info? Visit theangelmedium.com and go to the Angel Membership tab where you can book a call with my team and they'll answer all of your questions. Friend, I'm so excited to work with you all year long. All right, are you ready to connect with your angels? Only continue listening if you're not driving or operating machinery. I want you to start by getting relaxed, and I want you to start by taking a deep breath in, and then a deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in, and then a deep breath out. I want you to feel a great love and peace surrounding you on all sides and moving through your physical body. And with your imagination, I want you to see all of your loved ones in heaven. Oh, it's as if they're right in front of you, smiling at you. They reach out and they embrace you with a big group hug. And as they do, you feel an overwhelming, palpable sense of love. Your loved ones step back from this embrace in order to communicate loving, positive messages to you. I want you to see one of your loved ones stepping forward who will communicate these loving messages on behalf of the entire group. And what they want you to know is that today, as you receive these messages, your inner child is standing to the left of you. Your higher self is standing to the right of you, and they're both holding your hand. Your loved one on the other side, who's speaking on behalf of all on your spirit team, they ask you to sit down with them in a place that feels loving and comforting to you, perhaps on a couch or a bench. And now you can see yourself sitting one-on-one, just you and your loved one. Know that everyone else didn't disappear. They're still there. It's just that you can no longer see them, so that your energy is highly focused, your attention is focused just on that one loved one in front of you. This loved one, they take your hand, they look into your eyes, and you can just feel that their love for you, it overflows from their being. And they say to you, I am so, so proud of you. Your entire spirit team is so incredibly proud of you. We see that you're tired, exhausted even. And we want to take this time with you to not only replenish, refresh, rejuvenate your energy, but also take away your fears. They say there is so much fear that fills your mind, so much worry, stress that fills your physical body. Too much, they say. Your loved one in heaven says, this fear within you, it's not serving you. In fact, this fear within you is acting as an energetic dam. This fear within you keeps you spinning in a cycle of anxiety, confusion, and self-doubt. And as you're swimming in this anxiety, confusion, and self-doubt, it keeps you from being bold and taking action on the big dreams that God placed within your heart. Big dreams that would lead you to an extraordinary life. Your loved ones say, your fear keeps you small. Your loved one in heaven looks at you and says, when your fears keep you small, your energy small, your space small, there is no room within you for your big dreams, for your soul's purpose. And over time, this fear pushes your big dreams and your purpose to the side, which can cause you to feel less like yourself. Your loved one in heaven says, we are proud of you no matter what you do, and we want the best for you. The best possible outcomes and the best possible future. It's right around the corner for you. You've worked so hard and you're almost there. Keep going. Your loved one in heaven says, your job is to make space for your dreams. Your job is to talk back to the fears within your head, so your fears cannot push your dreams away. Your job is to daydream more, imagine more, research more, and pray to God until you hear what loving, positive step you are to take next in your path. Then your job is to take that leap. I'm going to repeat that last line because that is so important. Your loved ones in heaven say, your job is to take that leap with faith. Your entire spirit team, including all of your loved ones in heaven and all of your angels, they step forward and they ask you to look within your heart at all of the potential that is already within you. As you peer within your heart, it's like Alice in Wonderland, looking down a tunnel only to see a huge world inside of it. Beautiful soul, your potential is infinite, unlimited. Your soul is tapped into God's limitless well of knowledge, strength, and your spirit team's message to you is this: there's nothing you can't do, period. Your spirit team says what matters more is what you want to do. Perhaps you just want to take a break this next year to reset, to spend time with your family. Awesome! Do that! Perhaps there's a dream within you that you're ready to take action on and you feel this is your year. Awesome! Do that. Perhaps you don't know exactly what you want, in which case your spirit team says, we've got you, and we're going to help you figure this out. Friend, your spirit team looks at you and says 2022 is going to be your best year yet, but they need you to believe that's true. And for those of you who are grieving the loss of a loved one, I'm so sorry for the pain you are going through. I need you to know that your loved ones just stopped me, knelt down by you, lifted your chin, and whispered, I need you to believe that your greatest years are ahead of you. For me, please believe this is true. For all of you, your guardian angel has the biggest smile on their face. They're showing me images of all the good that is coming to you in 2022, and they're grinning ear to ear with excitement for you. Your guardian angel just whispered in your ear, all of the images you're seeing now in this meditation, and all the images that flicker into your mind in the coming weeks, they're from me. I'm showing you all of the good that is to come in 2022. You're not making this up within your head. What your guardian angel says is that what they're showing you is the positive, loving future that awaits you. Your guardian angel says, take what I'm showing you and build upon it. Build a bigger daydream off the nuggets of information I'm showing you. Friend, that's part of how co-creation and manifestation work. Our December course teaches you how to deepen your connection with your loved ones in heaven, and our January course teaches you how to manifest, or better yet, co-create the life your soul came here to live. You can sign up for these courses individually or get them right away when you sign up for the Angel Membership Annual Plan. To close out this meditation, please see all of your angels and all of your loved ones in heaven coming in to give you a big, huge hug. As they do, they fill your entire body with an overflowing, radiant love. They say, use this love to fuel you. Know how just very proud of you we are. And be very, very, very excited about all that's to come in 2022. Friends, I love you. They love you. Open up your heart to all of the blessings they're bringing into your life right now.